How's it hanging, dudes and dudettes? My name is Shawn, and I like to build things in Cities Skylines. Okay. So we are all too excited for Cities Skylines 2. I'm sorry I can't talk today. All we have is a launch trailer at the moment, and it's not actually gameplay. But everyone is still buzzing with speculation about the game, what will it hold within its code, right? So today I have taken inspiration from the community and compiled my opinions plus your feedback to see what we all think are the top 5 things. It could be a bunch of things, that we really want to be included in Cities Skylines 2. But these are just 5 of them. Just 5 of them. Some of the top things, right? If you think of something not on this short list, or you want to put your own top 5 in the comments, I can make another video in the future and we can address those and make more top 5s or just more things we want in the game before it comes out. And maybe the developers take a look at that. Maybe they put that on the board in the back, and maybe in a few months after the game comes out, maybe they include some of this stuff if they're not already haven't done that, right? So if you want to stay up on the news, drop a sub and bell and stuff and all that kind of jazz, right? But only if you want to, or you think I earned it, Alright, so I hear you guys loud and clear on the first one on our list. It seems to me all of you want to be able to drive in the game. In Cities Skylines 2, you want to drive. This is a logical thing to think of, actually. In the first game, you could, have a camera follow right behind anyone and see who they are, where they live, work, or go to school. I mean, it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. They despawn a lot. You go to work and then you just wait for them to get back in the car. A lot of times they'll just despawn, right? I mean, look. She's been in there for months. What is she, held hostage or something? But the next logical step would be to grab the wheel yourself, right? Imagine a poor guy going to work and Jesus literally takes the wheel from you. That would be insane. I mean, how do you guys think that would fare, though? Would it be a limited experience, or would they just allow us to be in the driver's seat without control of the wheel? What do you guys think? Because it's really that's all I'm getting. I mean, a lot of people really want to be able to drive in this game. They expect to. So, maybe that's something they'll add in, or maybe it's something that's already in. It is a logical step. So on to the second one on our list. Seems to be something that fans want included less of, actually. Yeah, it's DLCs. I've made a video about this before, and you can go check it out for a slightly more in-depth look of why people are kind of upset about DLCs. So essentially, people want a more fleshed out base game and less yearly DLC. They could do that with free updates in between DLCs, or continue creator packs as additional but optional content. I personally don't mind DLCs because it adds longevity to the game, and we don't want it to be stale too quick, right? And Colossal Order is really good about keeping the game going. But it is a bit of a sticker shock for latecomers to the game when they see it on YouTube, and then, I want that. And it's really cool to play. I really want to do that. And I realize that for the whole experience, you need over $100. Yeah, so I'm mixed on this one, but I definitely see where people are coming from. All right, so on to the third one. It's as simple, guys. Everything that modders did to make the game better, traffic manager, unlock all, brush tools, find it, fix it, move it, bop it, all these things need to be recreated and made intuitively and made to feel similar to the previous UI or user interface for familiarity's sake. That's it, really. If we get another base game and there's not some version of their find it, fix it, move it, stuff like that, then I think that would be a mistake. Yeah, that would be a big mistake. And modders have to come in again and do all that stuff. You gotta learn from your mistakes originally. And I think they have. I think there will be their versions of these in the game. As long as it's intuitive and it feels familiar, I'm good to go on that. Oh my God, she's still in there. Look. That's her. What are you doing? So the fourth thing is my own personal idea. I want more city management. So that might turn some people off. They think, oh, too much management, But I don't want it insanely complex, but I do want the ability for commercial and industry companies to adapt and manage and have land grants and really go into their budgets, more funding for police in high crime neighborhoods, or higher taxes for more polluting companies, right? Or I want a more in-depth sporting culture in my city. There is so much I can think of on this one, but I don't really have the time. So you guys gotta let me know if you want a dedicated video on management ideas, because it just allows so much. Maybe you could even zone billboards and be like, okay, well, you know, we need to have so many of our our sports team, sports team. What a meme. You know, we need those, like our football team and stuff like that on our billboards, right? We need all of our sports memorabilia and stuff out there, or we're a big university city and we need to advertise for this university and get what we can out there. You know, like there's just a lot of city management aspects, even down to like, you know, road management and all that kind of stuff. Like I really want like more to chew on there. I don't want it to be too complex. I don't want you to get bogged down in all these little levies and pullers and buttons and all this kind of stuff. I want it to be easy, intuitive, but I want you to be able to access more, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm, you know, want my cake and eat it too. I don't know. That's just me personally. Now, the last thing is simple. It's sort of a part 2 to number 2, but it deserves its own spot because we deserve it as loyal money spending fans, guys, believe me. Okay, number 5, give us a fully fleshed out base game, regardless of DLCs. Throw those out, right? I want some industries. I want some nightlife. I want some harbor. I want some transportation. I want a little bit of it all. I want a new game version of some or all of what we are used to now. I don't want to buy all of that same stuff again, and it's going to take 2 or 3 years to get anything that's like a new idea. It's just like a we're remaking the wheel type of thing. I want this in the game, and the DLC can be stuff that can never be imagined, right? If you just have all that stuff in the game. It don't even have to be all of that stuff. It can be like a portion of the industry DLC, like a version of it, a version of the transportation. Like, don't just not give us monorails off the rip and then just so you can add it later. Like we've already gotten that. Let's add that, expand on it, build on it, and let's think of something else. Like, do you think if they strip the game to a base form and slowly add all of that for the sake of having a DLC, then I think it would be like a mistake and lessens the creativity of what could be, like a Sports League DLC or a Farm Animals DLC or a Nature Preserve DLC, or so many things that could be but never would be because you're too busy reinventing the wheel and redoing DLCs and that we've already had, when you could have just added that into the base game because you had 8 years, right? Right. So these are just food for thought for the developers. I mean, I'm a small channel. There's probably no way they're going to watch my stuff, but maybe if you guys share it into their, you know, Discords and Reddits and stuff like that, maybe somebody will see it. So I hope you guys learned something. I know this could be like a top 10 or even a top 20, but we have only so much time. I hope you guys stick around for more videos because I'm pumping them out every 2 days at this point. So like, comment, sub, bell, you know. Until next time, piss off.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy. I've been to the motherfucking mountaintop. Heard motherfuckers talk, seen them drop. If I ain't